Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 Feral Hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And hey, I do too. 16th Minute of Fame is a new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Who are they? What made them so notorious? How did the internet or the algorithm choose them? And what does a person do when they're suddenly confronted with more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Black Effect presents Family Therapy, and I'm your host, Elliot Connie. Jay is the woman in this dynamic who is currently co-parenting 2 young boys with her former partner, David.
David, he is a leader. He just don't want to leave me.
But how do you lead a woman? How do you lead in a relationship? Like, what's the blueprint?
David, you just asked the most important question. Listen to Family Therapy on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Some things shouldn't be shared, like passwords and toothbrushes, but sharing your Cricket plan actually helps you save a lot. When you share your Cricket plans, you can get 4 lines for only $25 per month, each with nationwide 5G. And, is that peppermint? Smile, you're on Cricket. Discount varies by line, fees may apply, terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G requires a compatible device and is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Looking to jumpstart your education but need a little more time? Whether you're juggling work, family, or other commitments, Shoreline Community College has you covered with our Late Start classes. This quarter, we're introducing Late Start courses in communications, acting, engineering, and more. Late Start classes are accelerated to better fit in with your busy schedule, so you can get one step closer to achieving your dreams. At Shoreline Community College, your future starts now. Visit shoreline.edu to enroll today. We hope to see you soon.
You don't know me.
A confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, I had my window open last week and heard a loud scream from outside.
Oh.
It was so visceral, I thought someone got stabbed.
Oh my gosh.
But then I saw my neighbor on his knees staring at the KFC bucket on the ground.
Oh, no. Was it empty? Did he drop it?
I haven't told him I witnessed his lowest moment in all of life.
Not the whole bucket.
Yeah.
Hard to imagine anybody's life moment could be lower than wasting a 12-piece original.
Not even the Colonel himself.
Come on, 5-second rule. I mean, we all agree on that one, right?
If you have that, though, come here and share your secrets anonymously on the Masked Speaker. One of our listeners is carrying a giant buck of fried confessions that she wants to spill onto our airwaves. She's choosing to use the fake name Ellen today. Ellen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're only allowed if you brought biscuits for everybody.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Oh, man. I don't know if I would even get them to the studio. They'd be in my belly.
Yeah.
Okay. I
You're
like
just
you
like
already.
us. Ellen,
You're one of us.
the voice changer is on. You are the Masked Speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
So my grandmother passed away about 10 years ago.
Oh, that's always hard.
We were really close. And anyway, her most prized possession was this absolutely breathtaking ring. It had 3 large blue sapphire gems. And it,
God, and you're just hoping she doesn't have a more favorite grandchild than you?
She didn't. No.
Okay.
I mean, this ring, it's actually been in my family for generations.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's old.
Yeah, my great-great-great-grandma.
Wow.
She was a lady's maid to a wealthy British woman.
Oh, I don't even know what a lady maid is.
I don't either.
Are ladies' maids like the Downton Abbey, like the people that help the people in charge of the castles?
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, or think of Bridgerton, the people help them get dressed and do their makeup.
Oh, sleep with her husband when they don't want to.
Spread all the gossip.
Yeah, I know it all.
You mean the tea?
Yeah.
Okay. Your great-great-great-grandma was one of those.
Yeah, she was one of those,
Okay.
and after 20 years of very dedicated service, this British Duchess gave my great-great-great-grandma this ring as a thank you.
Wow.
The one that your grandma had with the sapphires and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably worth $100 million, maybe $100 billion.
Do you have any idea how much it's worth?
So I've been told it ranges between like $150,000 to $200,000.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That's crazy.
So much money.
I mean, but more than anything, it's like a family heirloom. Like, those are priceless. Like, you would be the jerk of the family if you're the one that sold it.
And it's a cool story.
Yeah,
too.
totally.
It is an amazing story.
Yeah, well, I know, but the plot kind of thickens. So, my grandma, her health was kind of slipping, and my mom and her three sisters would constantly, of course, all argue over who should get the ring in the will.
Oh, okay.
It's like an actual episode of Bridgerton now.
I mean, honestly, though.
Literally. Like, this caused unbelievable strife in the family. It was a huge discussion forever, caused a major problem, and my grandma knew this, and she's like, if one of them get it, it's going to tear the entire family apart.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if she can see it soon, like that quickly, then obviously it's a problem.
Yeah, so what'd she do?
Well, the weeks leading up to her passing, my grandma pulled me to the side and she handed me the ring with a sealed envelope. And she made me promise, swear, cross my heart not to open it until after she passed, which was, I don't know, it was really weird and sad.
I've done that to everybody on the show. I've handed each person an
That's
envelope.
why we were unaffected when you were telling the story.
And I'm like, someday you're going to need to open this. You'll know when.
Mine's vibrating.
Mine's sticky.
Don't look inside until it's time. Sorry, but go on.
Did you listen to her? Did you wait?
I did.
Okay.
So inside was a note that said, when her time comes, she wanted me to give the ring to her housekeeper.
Oh my God.
Her housekeeper.
Because it's full circle.
Yeah, and that's so deserving.
So you kept the ring, right? Like, that's a little bit, it's a lot. I mean, that's a $200,000 ring.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's not like a
but you know what?
ring.
Like, keeping your family together is worth it for her.
Oh
and,
my God.
And honestly, who's the one that actually probably took care of her in the end?
Yeah. True.
It's the woman that was at her house every day.
Yeah.
I was going to go with Pfizer, but yours is probably better answer, yeah.
She helped my grandma so much during the last 15 years of her life.
Wow.
Really, like every day. This woman was dedicated. She was like a part of the family. And so, you know, she wanted to keep up the legacy of the ring, you know, that whole story alive and wanted to pass it to her. And my grandma's note said I was the only one that she felt she could really trust to do this favor and actually follow through.
That is
how
so nice.
the Lord of the Rings story started.
Is it?
Like, it was handed me down, and then it's like, only one person must have it,
So
and you
it's-
must keep the secret, and now everybody tried to steal it.
And then one of her aunts is going to be saying, my precious.
Yeah, because it's worth $500,000, Brooke.
Although
That is
I
precious.
swear I did see a housekeeper on an episode of Pawn Stars not too long ago. With a creepily similar story to this. but-
Are your mom and your aunt still talking to you after that?
Oh, they have no idea this happened. Are you crazy? That's why I'm on here. No one knows.
Where do they?
Secret.
Wait, where do they think the ring went?
So there was a lot of uncertainty. They weren't sure, like, did she get buried with it? Did it get lost? Did someone steal it? So it's like the big mystery. And you better believe when we have family get-togethers, it is the topic of conversation. But no one knows.
You're just over there twiddling your thumbs.
Except for me.
Yeah. What a
Nobody asked me.
What a secret to keep for your family. My God.
Yeah, to have you on.
Text in 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We'll hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you the next masked speaker. Your phone tap's coming up next.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Bean Dad, The Dress, 30 to 50 Feral Hogs. If you knew what any of those were, you spend too much time online. And hey, I do too. 16th Minute of Fame is a new weekly podcast hosted by me, Jamie Loftus. And every week we take a closer look at an internet character of the day. Who are they? What made them so notorious? How did the internet or the algorithm choose them? And what does a person do when they're suddenly confronted with more attention than the human psyche can handle? Listen to 16th Minute of Fame on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Black Effect presents Family Therapy, and I'm your host, Elliot Connie. Jay is the woman in this dynamic who is currently co-parenting 2 young boys with her former partner, David.
David, he is a leader. He just don't want to leave me.
But how do you lead a woman? How do you lead in a relationship? Like, what's the blueprint?
David, you just asked the most important question. Listen to Family Therapy on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to the Casper Experience, where adventure meets history in the heart of Wyoming. Just minutes away from our bustling downtown lies an outdoor haven, offering endless opportunities for exploration and fun. Dive into our storied past in our hands-on museums, or embark on a covered pioneer wagon trek along the ruts of the Oregon Trail. Plan your adventure today at visitcasper.com and discover why Casper is the one and only place to experience the true essence of Wyoming.
Recess Mood is a delicious, sparkling water infused with functional ingredients like mood-lifting magnesium and stress-balancing adaptogens, so you can relax without the alcohol or the hangover. It's the perfect drink to relax with after a busy day, when you really need a moment to unwind. It's made with real fruit and comes in 4 true-to-fruit flavors like strawberry rose and raspberry lemon with no added sugar. Get 15% off the Recess Mood Sampler Pack at takearecess.com/mood. That's takearecess.com/mood.